Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love MMA as much as I do. Shout out to Leon Edwards, man. My man got the job done like I said he would. Now that leaves him with another chapter. Does he fight Jorge Masvidal or Colby Covington next? Now, even as a Masvidal fan, I'm going to put my personal feelings aside. I've already talked about how I feel about Colby Covington, about his little incident. I don't even think all the facts are out. But I will say this, as a professional, Colby Covington deserves that title shot far more than Jorge Masvidal does. But guys like Muhammad also deserves a title fight, to be honest with you. But if I had to pick out of Colby and Jorge, obviously Colby should get it. He won his fight with Jorge straight up, beat him up in the cage. It looked pretty easy. He was in trouble maybe once or twice in that fight, but other than that, he clearly the better fighter and clearly a bigger threat to Leon. Because of his wrestling. Because let's not forget, Colby is a better wrestler than Kamaru Usman is. But he's not a better striker than Kamaru. He clearly deserves that fight. He's been through a lot in his MMA career. I really don't think he's gotten the credit he deserves as a fighter. That's because he talks a lot of trash. But at the same time, man, you got to give the man his due. He's an elite MMA fighter. He's a guy that could be champion at middleweight if he wanted to because of his fighting style. I think if he dropped down to lightweight, he could give Makhachev a fight, or if Makhachev moved up to welterweight to fight him, I think he could beat Makhachev because of his strength, his power, his wrestling ability, and his heart. He never quits in fights. I know he lost to Kamaru twice, but at the same time, excuse me, that shows just how good Colby is too. So if Colby can compete with him, he can compete with anybody. But yeah, he clearly deserves a title fight more than Jorge does. The only reason I think Jorge should get a fight if he beats Burns is because of the history with Leon Edwards and the fact that that fight would sell big because Jorge is a bigger draw than Colby is as far as money purposes for pay-per-views and stuff. But from an MMA fan perspective, and as you all know, I'm a diehard MMA fan. I love Jorge, but Colby deserves that title shot, man. He should get that fight. He's the guy with the most danger for Leon Edwards, and he's the guy that can get it done before Jorge can.